Tomatoes are an integral part of the Jersey Mike's frontline setup. Having ripe red tomatoes is paramount. Saving extra clean tomato boxes will be useful for the sorting process. There are two types of tomato sorting: the initial sort, done after delivery, and the daily sort. The initial sort is where each tomato is inspected and deemed satisfactory or unsatisfactory. If they are unsatisfactory due to bruises, blemishes, or other damage, credit from the supplier should be sought. Satisfactory tomatoes are sorted into three categories: green, pink, and red. Green is not a true green but has a green tinge to it. These tomatoes, which should be low in numbers, take 4 to 5 days to ripen and therefore are unsuitable for our purposes. Instruct your suppliers that such tomatoes are unacceptable. If you decide to keep these tomatoes, you can set them aside for 4 to 5 days to ripen. Pink tomatoes represent the bulk of your tomatoes. These are on their way to turning red and will have an unripe center and be too firm for slicing. Pink tomatoes are set aside for between 1 and 3 days, inspecting daily until they are red. Red tomatoes are the only tomatoes that should be sliced and used in Jersey Mike's subs. They will be a deep red and will give to the touch. If they are red, they are ripe and ready for the refrigerator. Proper rotation is crucial. Date the sides of the boxes, then mark the color on each box: G for green, P for pink, and R for red, to ensure FIFO, first in, first out. To ripen tomatoes, place in a cool, dark storage area, such as the bottom shelf of your work table. Using only ripe tomatoes, remove any stems and wash each tomato at the vegetable sink. Put the tomatoes in a pan, cover, and refrigerate in the walk-in until the next day to slice. Wash and sanitize the work area once this task is complete. Lay the tomato on the manual slicer, stem side down. Keep your hands away from the blades when placing the tomato in the slicer. Put your right hand at the end of the slicer where the tomato comes out to stop it. Put your left hand on the pusher handle and evenly push or tap the tomato through the blade. If the tomato gets stuck, do not force it. The blades will bend and dull. Do not lean into or force the tomato through. Discard the 2 slices from each end of the tomato, netting 8 to 9 usable slices. Place into a 2.5-inch half pan, stacking the tomatoes neatly on their side. A 2.5-inch pan holds 50 to 55 tomatoes and yields 75 to 80 subs.